Okay, New York City is so unserious, but in the best possible way, because someone decided to host a Timothee Chalamet lookalike contest just a few days ago, and this event may have just made a little piece of history just because of how chaotic and wild this whole idea was. This thread has been circulating on Twitter about everything that happened at this event, and it got 27 million views. And apparently the event got a total of 284 million views across social media, which is crazy. I feel like I've never seen something quite like this before. So let's get into what happened here. First of all, the guy who organized this event is a creator named Anthony Poe, aka Anthpo, who has a reputation of doing like funny skits and organizing funny public bits like this.
Come see me eat this entire jar of cheese balls on April 27th.
My name is Anthony Poe and I am Cheeseball Man.
So it definitely makes sense. But let me tell you, he went to great lengths to make sure this event was a hit. And it was. They offered a cash prize of $50 to the winner in the form of a huge check, of course, because why not? And a 6-foot tall trophy that would also be handed to the winner, which is, of course, the person who looks most like Timothee Chalamet. And by the way, this is decided, the winner is decided by the crowd of hundreds of people that showed up to this event, along with a panel of judges. Yeah, they had judges at this event. Hilarious.
I'm judging the Timothee Chalamet lookalike competition in New York today. I am one of 4 judges. You would probably recognize the other judges from TikTok.
So it started with chaos right from the beginning when the cops showed up and immediately shut down the event.
Guys, clear it out.
Which means everyone was forced to leave, but they ended up moving the event to a new location.
We are hosting a Timothee Chalamet lookalike contest, and we got kicked out of Washington Square Park. We're gonna make a little bit of a pilgrimage across the street.
So now all the Timothee lookalikes were ready to start competing. Well, except for this one Timothee who got arrested for some reason, and no one really seems to know why, but it's a shame, honestly, because he really does look like the man. I mean, at first glance, I wouldn't be able to tell them apart. But back to the competition. So the crowd voted for their favorite Timothee Chalamet lookalikes by saying either yes or no to each one that was brought up to the front.
Timothy's come in, otherwise step back behind this white line.
And I have to say, the whole concept of this is so funny to me. And I love how seriously but also unseriously they're taking it. And they were all really getting into it. And they were being very honest, even straight up booing the people that they didn't accept as Timmy lookalikes. And even though some of these people do look a lot more like him than others, it's kind of surprising to see how many people even look remotely like this guy. Like, it's just all so incredibly random, and it just makes me laugh, honestly. I love it. To make it even funnier, a few people even showed up with their dogs looking like Timmy. Perfect. Now, the craziest thing about this whole event is that Timothee Chalamet himself ended up attending. So while some fans and lookalikes were taking pictures of their looks, he just suddenly appears right beside them and hops in to join their pictures. And this is actually so funny to me. The fact that he actually shows up to this event full of his own lookalikes, and to see the real Timothee Chalamet surrounded by people who look like Timothee Chalamet and are dressed like him, while he's just casually in the middle of all this chaos. Like, what is going on? The look on this guy's face says it all. The best part, in my opinion though, is this video of him running to his car after just randomly showing up to this organized contest event of people who look like him.
Oh my god! Yeah. Yo, what up? Do you see what you just caused?
Like, it's just so casual and random, and I honestly can't believe the internet and pop culture as a whole is real sometimes. Like, this is wild. Anyway, the winner of the competition ended up being this guy who was dressed as Willy Wonka, Timothee Chalamet, which is obviously fitting. And he's definitely been taking advantage of his 15 minutes of fame by posting clips and memes of himself after winning the prize, even putting in his bio, #1 Timothee Chalamet lookalike. And yes, this is my personality for the next few days. So this whole thing is hysterical. I would consider it a massive success, except for the fact that Anthony Poe, who organized this event, ended up getting a $500 fine for setting this all up. This is actually funny though. It says on the ticket, the event organizer was observed conducting an unpermitted event for a costume contest under the Arch Plaza with over 300 patrons on park property without parks permit. So unserious. But it is a real fine. Some people even commented on the post about the fine saying, I think on principle Timothee Chalamet should pay your fine. Get all the attendants to contribute $1 each or something. At least you created a day that will go down in history and be forever remembered in New York. A worthy price for the memes. So overall, the internet got a good laugh out of this. Something that was just a silly idea. No harm done, no one got hurt. One person did get arrested, but hopefully they got released. I think Anthony Poe even offered to pay any fines they might have gotten after getting arrested.
I was the person responsible for the Timothee Chalamet lookalike competition, and if anybody can find me, the person in this video, please let him know that I will personally pay for any fines he got.
And it's just a funny little pop culture moment that the internet and people of New York especially can look back on and laugh about.
I personally got a $500 fine, but guess what? That's the price of culture, baby.
That's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you in the next one.